Hey yo, welcome to the first video that I'm posting. So yeah, I've been watching a lot of content recently because I'm broke. I'm 28 years old. I don't have I'm unemployed. I'm South African, and it's like what do we do in this world when we don't have nothing else to do? We go online, we talk shit about people, right? You're watching content. Oh ngare, most of you niggas, I'm assuming most of y'all have gotten into the whole red pill thing that has swooped the internet sphere for the past, I don't know, 5 years. 5 years, to my knowledge. I'm not very well knowledgeable about the whole thing, from like the Andrew Tates to the Justin, come on, man, Andrew's friend Justin, or Jonathan Weller, who's a who's in architecture in the United States. He's in real estate, I think, yeah, construction, real estate, whatever. And it's like the Fresh and Fit Owens, Myron, and the other guy, I don't know his name. Then who else? And there's been a lot of content that people regurgitate, and they repost it on their socials to like get views and stuff like that, which we are not going to do, because I feel like every time you should always have a sustainable sustain is that the word, sustainable, or like something with sustenance, something that is very um worth something, you know what I mean, something that has a value to people. And people don't add that nowadays. People just regurgitate what someone else has said just because of like replayability and replay value of it. And that's just bullshit, right? But yeah, let's leave all of that right now, because we are not doing that. We're just gonna discuss just the everyday bullshit that's going on with all of this, like red pill niggas. Look at my, I got an extending check. Go up. Oh, look at that stance, bitch. But we're not gonna do that right now. We're gonna discuss just how people have been dogging this thing of like alphas and simps and beta males and all of that. I myself, I identify, I identify as myself, first and foremost. Identifies Kabelo Moloko. Identify as Lone L. This is the Light On podcast. The lights on. First of all, bro, like, I don't get this oversaturation of people going online, or not even online, but like just going in a public space and just creating this polarizing arguments, or polarizing debates about like alpha and beta and whatnot, as if like as if like it's a what the fuck is that fucking word? Sustainable. Ugh, ugh. I can't find the word. It's in the tip of my tongue, but I can't find the word. God damn it. But yeah, it's like, bro. Okay, let's scientifically, right? Let's look at scientific. Scientifically, the word alpha scientifically means the first of its kind. And alpha is usually like the most base, the most downright structural skeletal thing, right? Like when you create an app, right? You create an app. Let's say you create an app, and then the app has two is a fintech, right? Financial technology app, right? The alpha of it is gonna be the worst, or the most base, or the most like, yeah, the worst iteration of it is the first iteration. And through time you get better and better and better and better and better. So when people are out here gloriously um advocating for like alpha male, and it's like, bro, you are advocating for the base male, the base um overly barbaric, overly like uncivilized, uncultured, unmannered like form of a man, and then of a human being, and then that's what we should take as being the forecast of who we should be, right? We take it as like the main design of who we should be as people, as human beings. And that doesn't make sense, because why would we look at the first iteration of man as the greatest design of man? It's like evolution. We look at the if you believe, if you take Darwinism as your focal point in life, you look at the apes, the Homo sapiens, Homo erectus, Homo habilis, and it's like saying that the Homo erectus is the greatest form of mankind, but the Homo erectus would have never envisioned the life that the current Homo sapien lives, or the current evolved state of that lineage lives, right? So it doesn't make sense for me, right? We glorify these things. We speak on so many things. We like to mystify, mythify a lot of things, because it's easier to create a soundbite than it is to create a logic and thoughtful adaptation of something. We just want sound bites and click here, click there, post this, make a shot of this on YouTube, make a shot of this on Instagram, make a shot of this on TikTok, and then get a few likes, and then yeah, bro, I'm a thoughtful person. And that's what society has become nowadays. We become a society of sound bites without any level of critical thinking, and that in its way it divulges us, it devolves us into these primitive species of people, right? And then it's like, I don't get it, man. Maybe y'all will call me beta for that. Maybe some of y'all will be like, man, low now, bro, man, you just out here defending yourself because you get no bitches. Yeah, I don't get bitches. I won't lie to you. I don't get bitches. I'm not dating right now. I'm not dating. I've never been in a relationship. I've told people that in my life. I know something that I'm embarrassed about. I'm 28 years old. I've never been in a relationship. I've had people in my life who were there, but I've never, been in a relationship where I can be like, yo, me and this person, we feel me, we were together. I really feel like me and her connecting. It's always been like, I cool, 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 cool. I'm here for this and that, because I my my viewpoint on a relationship is something that's strong and very connected and very close and very homogenous, and it's me and you both see that the outcome of this is very defined and detailed. That's a relationship, because we relate. The word itself means there's a relation among two people. So if at any point that relation is not discussed, that relation is not defined or identified, then I don't regard that as a relationship. I just regard it as me and you are just talking, and I don't believe in the current soundbite of situationships, which is like, it's not a soundbite for like casual sex and um uh casual non-committed coming together of people who have no no clear um clear formalized path that they are on, that leads them to a destination that both of them can be like, all right, we'll relate, we'll come together, we'll create something proper. It's just like, yo, me and you, we lust over each other. I have a good body, you have a good body. Let's smash them bodies, and then for a couple of months we'll fuck, we'll have glorious orgasms or whatever, and we'll have memories that both of us probably won't look back at and then be like, yo, I really enjoyed that. It will be like, because most of the time we realize that it was just a waste of my time and energy and spirit. You know what I'm saying? Because we never had anything that we were working towards. It was just like, yo, I'm currently not doing that, you currently not doing that, let's just do each other. You feel me? And that, for me, I was never an advocate of that. You know what I'm saying? For like a huge chunk of my life, I don't lie, bro. Like, as a youngin, I was not bad in the looks department. You feel me? I was not bad in the looks department. I was not bad in the personality department. I was not bad in like athletic department, academic department. I was a good, well-rounded human being. You know what I'm saying? So like I had tons, you know what I'm saying, pulling up, trying to get with a nigga. I had girls, drunken escapades, being like, yo man, I fuck with you, you know what I'm saying? You can hit. And I ain't never hit. And like a lot of the people around me would be like, yo, bro, you know what I mean? That's gay movements, cuz like kind of sus, my nigga. Girl basically open the legs for you and you look the other way. You feel me? But I realized that like it was too it was too superficial. It was fake. There was nothing that was intentionally being done. It was a matter of like we are here, so we'll do it. And for me, bro, like I'm more of like I'm very aware of who I am, and I'm very aware of like my emotions. So if I don't feel a need to do something, I won't do it just because society expects me to do it, or just because my bro is in another room clapping cheeks. I gotta feel some type of way, and when this hand says clap, I have to clap just because it's a norm. And then tomorrow, me and my boss will be like, "Who you clap? I clap." Yada, you clap, yada, and it's like, oh, go, 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 boom, 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 boom. I was never like that. Um, but that's the world we live in today. We live in a world where society is just rapidly not even, I can't say evolving. It's rapidly confusing itself because we don't have a lot of like um excuse me, we don't have like a lot of like morally inclined people in positions of leadership that would explain these certain things for us and create a metaphorically a ladder for us to climb on and know where we're going. It's more like now someone comes with a pogo stick and you jump, and then the highest you can jump, that's the highest form you can get, but then you're gonna fall down. That's what we do right now. We live in a very topsy turvy, upside down, like kind of life. We are not straight. I don't mean that like obviously your motherfuckers might think that what I'm saying, gay, straight, whatever. I mean like straight in the sense of like it's direct, it's defined. You know what I'm saying? Everything right now is it's do or don't. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a like it's like living in Pitori when where in Pretoria, people know the Praetorian language is one of the most ever adapting languages in the world, and I stand by that. I stand by it. Like Pretoria is one of the most ever adapting languages in the world. Like there's a new word or a new phrase or a new term or a new or a new lingo every like 2 months or some shit. You always have to adapt. You always have to create something new. And then, but that's part of the Praetorian culture because Pretoria is a mixture of a lot of languages. Not like not unlike Soweto, but like Soweto is like Zulu, Lesotho. Ne? If you're wrong, you're wrong. If you're wrong, comment, let me know. But like Pretoria is just like it's like Matonga, Mapedi, Mavenda, and so we have all of these cluster of people that the the only way that we could find a commonality was creating a language that would adapt itself around that. Getting back to the whole alpha and shit, which I did not plan this, my brain just did it. It's the same. It's like imagine if we did not create a Spitori. Not Rohana, like we wouldn't understand each other. You know what I'm saying? I would come and say something as Soto, Braga, say something as Venda. Yeah, bra, I shave. You know what I'm saying? A nigga will come through and like Kastonga Sahai, Abulawul, and I'd be like, nigga, the phone puts on in Chabulawula, Agulawul. So we had to come up with something that caters to everyone. Therefore, the alpha had to evolve. Then the beta, then the Charlie, then the data. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm using military monikers because I don't know if it's alpha, beta, I forgot because like we're using Greek. That's Greek. Alpha, beta. That is that. I'm gonna use alpha, beta, alpha, bravo, Charlie, delta, echo. You know what I'm saying? Like there's iterations that come and come and come and come to create a utopia where we feel like all of us are inclusive in not even inclusive, but all of us share a commonality and we can all communicate. We can all share an experience that even though culturally we are different, our alpha cultures are different, but we've come to a culture, we've evolved from that alpha to what we are right now, and that makes sense. And now we have found common ground. So these alpha beta niggas and these communities that support or don't support or find space to argue and find space to criticize and dehumanize and look down on people and tell people that they ain't shit because of one, two, three motherfuckers be doing yada yada. It's like, bro, I get it. I get it. I get it. It's like I get it. People always, when people who are given platforms nowadays, it's like a platform is used as an umbrella to shield them or to shield them from the attacks of their own insecurities. And people who go into these platforms like to like subscribe and comment and start the community, they find a community where their own individual insecurities can be overlooked, because in a community we if I'm stupid but I live in a town where everyone is stupid, then I have a better chance of I have a good chance of being seen as not stupid because everyone else is stupid. It's like that movie, Idiosyncrasy. I don't know if some of y'all have know the movie. It's about this guy who, well, it's like this guy. He's quote unquote stupid, like in a academic sense. Like he's just dumbass person, right? But then he grows in a cryopod. I don't know what happens, but I forgot specificities. Oh, specificities. The specificities of the matter is that he was locked in a cryo chamber, and then generations later, like eons later, the overall standard of the overall intellectual standard of human beings had dropped significantly. So when he came out of the cryospace, he now was the most intelligent person in the whole world relative to his peers. You get what I'm saying? So, like that, the insecurity or like his idiocy, his lack of intelligence in this futuristic world where he gets out of the cryo, is now overlooked, because now everyone else is less, the average person now is less intelligent, therefore he shines. And that's what I'm talking about. We create these people create these platforms to people create these platforms usually to like get out of their own insecurities. And I myself personally too, because I have insecurities. You know what I'm saying? I'm 28 years old. I grew up a very intellectual person, but I got into drugs. I wasn't serious about my life. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't serious about my life. I went to depression. Lost my way, suicidal, got into drug addictions, porn addiction, and all of these things. So they really deterred my brain. They really like messed with my brain, and I'm taking full accountability for it. It was my doing. It was my own doing. No one put a gun on my head and was like, "Yo, nigga, smoke." No one put a gun on my head and was like, "Yo, nigga, watch, go to Pornhub." No one put a gun on my head and was like, "Hey, bro, don't study for that exam." No one put a gun on my head and was like, "Yo, bro, go drink and not focus on getting it." No one put a gun on my head and was like, "Yo, bro, for the next 10 years, you're not gonna do anything to start your career. You're just gonna be this nigga roaming down the streets, making music and whatnot." No one did that. I did that. And in a way, right now, I'm trying to catch up to that by coming out here and speaking this, because I realize that um I have a kind of have a strong viewpoint on a lot of things, and I have a way in which I speak that is kind of what's the word, that's kind of powerful. So yeah, in a way, I'm masking my own insecurities right now. We're talking to you, but that's beside the point. The point here is the point here is what is my point actually? My point is we we shouldn't we should use critical thinking to validate our logic, because a lot of people prey on the insecurities of people because they know that a lot of people don't look inward for validation. They don't look inward for clarification. They don't. Someone would rather listen to someone than look for themselves and do research for themselves and motivate themselves and work on changing their lives. People would rather just, go online and watch a Fresh and Fit or Abba and Preach or a Andrew Tate or someone like that. And it worries me because it creates it creates a generation of people who can be easily scammed, because we find that these people scam people. The Logan Paul, the Paul, the Logan and Chris, Logan and Chris Pauls of the world is scamming niggas. We have niggas in South Africa who scam niggas in Forex. We got niggas who scam niggas. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, they scam people because people are so hungry for mentorship and guidance and people who care about them. And that's the thing that bothers me. It's like people look towards these people as if these people actually care about them individually. And that fucks me up, because I know for a fact that the people that I watch don't know me and they don't care about me, in a sense. I'm not gonna say outright and be like, yo, bro, Gary doesn't give a fuck about me. Gary V doesn't give a fuck about me. So what should I listen to Gary V about economics? Vusi Tembekwa doesn't care about me. So why should I watch Vusi Tembekwa telling me about investing or whatever? Gemang SMVX, that nigga SMVX doesn't care about me. Black Pendle doesn't care about me. I can name all these guys and say that, but I can't outright say it. But it does. There should be a level of critical thinking that amasses in your brain to let you know that, hey, bro, homie is talking his life experience, his struggles, and things that cater to his circle of influence. So I can't really 100% take that as someone really doing it for my benefit. You feel me? It's like shit. How the fuck? How long am I gonna drag this? I'm gonna do some editing. It's like, ugh. Okay, no. We'll do that on the next one. We'll talk about that on the next one. So yeah, that's my thing, bro. Like, critical thinking is something that has to be valued as a human being. Value your critical thinking. Value your own um bibliography. Value your own research, your content, your library of information. You should value that and criticize it to a point where you find parts of it that even though they don't agree with your point of view, but they open a perspective that you didn't consider, because that is critical thinking. Critical thinking does not have a bias. The only bias it has is to thought, is to engage in thought. You know what I'm saying? So it's my piece. I think I'm gonna cut it now at 25 minutes. Shit. I was even thinking like I wanna do a 10-minute thing. 25. Damn. Alright, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first ever episode of Lights On with LOHN. It's rugged as fuck. I'm recording this on my phone, on with my with my earpods in my room. Like no lighting, nothing, but we'll make it happen. Um, First time I'm gonna say this. Please like and subscribe. Like, subscribe, click on the click on the notification button, and share the link with whoever you feel might value something like this. Till next time, peace. Love you guys, and I'm gonna hold myself to that. I'm gonna hold myself to the fact that I said I love you, and I'm gonna push content that is very indicative of that matter. Peace.